Hi, my name is Bob McLean. My company is called the Online Education Professionals, but you don't care about any of that, do you? You are interested in the massive dollars that you know are changing hands every day on the internet, but you can't figure out how to make it happen for you. It's not a surprise that you can't make it happen, and it's not your fault. You don't have all the facts that you need to get the job done. Even more than that, there's a skill set that you need to make the money flow, and you just haven't been told everything you need. That information shortage, that skills gap, ends today. Forever. Now, before I tell you about that, let me take a few minutes and tell you about myself. I have a degree in computer science and a bunch of technical certificates that tell the world that I'm really hot stuff when it comes to computers. In fact, I've spent my career being an IT expert for companies and governments in several countries. I've worked on the hardware side of IT, and I've worked on the programming and systems side. I know a lot about computer systems and what makes them fly. But now I'm old. Now, you'd probably look at me and say, "Come on, you aren't that old." And in a calendar sense, you'd be right. But in the fast-paced, constantly changing world of IT, I am a dinosaur. The people involved now are all kids, and they don't particularly like older guys hanging around who have way more experience than them, but are perceived to have outdated knowledge as well. So, the day came when it was time for me to take the decades of experience I had and put it to use for myself. I mean, I know computer systems. How hard could it be to apply that knowledge to internet marketing? I quickly found the answer to that question. It was very hard. I had the technical skills. I could create websites, code pages, and host everything for myself. But not a single thing I knew attracted anyone to buy anything that I had. It was incredibly frustrating. So, like so many people before me, I began my search for some training. Eventually, I found a good-looking website and spoke to a friendly guy who assured me that he and his partner had made a ton of money using the very same techniques that he was prepared to teach me. I was sold. I gave him a big wad of hard-earned money, and he shipped me a box of CDs, his course. I read everything, and I watched all the videos, and I carefully applied everything that I'd learned. My new friend and mentor looked at everything that I'd done and pronounced that I'd done a great job and was ready to go. Armed with the knowledge that everything I had was a world class, I confidently created a bunch of Google ads and launched my internet business. It lasted all of 2 weeks before Google slapped me and I was shut down. I angrily called my mentor to find out what had happened, and he replied just as angrily that I'd done something wrong and hadn't followed his instructions. Now remember, just a couple of weeks earlier, this same guy told me that everything was perfect and ready to go. Now he told me that what he'd given me was exactly what he'd use to make money, and that he was no longer prepared to work with me if I wasn't going to listen to him. Just like that, I had no mentor. That was a little over 2 years ago. So, back to the searching. I read books. I watched webinars, and I went to presentations. I spoke to experts of all kinds. One of the things I discovered along the way was that the techniques I had been taught used to work very well, but were now banned. So my old mentor had used them to make money, but then decided to sell all his quote-unquote secrets once he could no longer profit from them in any other way. Now, it was interesting that I saw that guy advertising again the other day. He has new can't-miss products now. I took some time and had a look at what he was selling. Sure enough, the techniques were newer than what he taught me, but they were still several years out of date. Out of date does not work well on the internet. I learned from all this that things change rapidly. Buying canned programs on the internet can provide some of the answers, but recorded material sooner or later falls out of fashion, meaning falling sales and even outright banning, like my Google slap. Eventually, I began to put together my own program. Now, it came from listening to some of the greats in the internet marketing world, following their advice, using their programs, and doing my very own research. Through testing and trial and error, I eventually got my business some serious traffic and a customer base that grows daily. And now we come to you. There are 3 pillars to internet success that you must learn to master. Just 3. Those pillars are: 1. Getting traffic. 2. Building your mailing list. And 3. Monetizing your list. These pillars are consistent no matter what you sell. Now, interestingly, these pillars are still true even if you are in network marketing, as I am. There's also one more caveat that most gurus don't mention. That warning is this: don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, if you have one thing to sell and your potential customer says no, then what? You need plans in place to monetize this person in some manner. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Think about any store you ever went into. Did any of them sell just one single product? I mean, sure, stores specialize in a single type of product. For example, mattresses. But these stores don't just sell one mattress, take it or leave it. They have different styles, different sizes, different accessories, all sorts of ways to maximize the chances of their making money from everyone that walks through the door. Now, that story I just told, there are several lessons to be learned from this example, and it will have a huge impact on your online business. Now, we here at the Online Education Professionals specialize in online and real-time training of internet and network marketers. Our training revolves around the 3 pillars of traffic, mailing list, and monetization. And we definitely include all the very important details like multiple streams of income and multiple sources of traffic. Every day we do our own business, and every day we continue to research new products and techniques in an effort to improve. Everything we learn goes into our training for you. And because our training is delivered live and in real time, you can be assured that what you are learning truly is the latest on every front. Our program is called the Total Internet Marketing Mastery Program, or TIMP. And the TIMP program features a ton of major things, including, get this, a complete, totally done-for-you web business, already monetized and with people already in your mailing list. I mean, wow. It also features weekly live webinars stuffed full of up-to-date strategies and information that you can use immediately. We also have one-on-one coaching calls to handle your specific questions and concerns. There's a members-only website where you can ask and answer detailed and specific questions and access recordings of all the live webinars. There's tons of content, swipe files, and even tools too. And additionally, we also feature live webinars with gurus in the various specialty areas of internet marketing. I mean, that's a ton of stuff. Now, other experts have told me that I should be selling this program for at least $7,500. I mean, there's a complete business in a box here, and so much information on specifically how to make money that even at $7,500, it's an absolute steal. But I don't want to work like that. I know the pain and frustration of seeing others succeed while I fail. My goal with the TIMP program is to help everyone I can to maximize their earnings and their satisfaction. I can't do that if I price this program out of people's reach. So I first looked at setting the price at $49.99, and it was just too high. $3,500, and it still wasn't low enough. $2,500? Still too high. To help as many people as I can, I've cut the cost of this program to the absolute bare minimum, and that is $1,850. Now, that $1,850 includes the done-for-you business, live training, the coaching calls, everything. I mean, we give you a brand new, already operating internet marketing business, and we train you on how to make it fly, and we feature live coaching to get you over your rough spots. I mean, I must be crazy to do this at $1,850, but I really am committed to helping as many people as I can. Now, to remove any doubts that you may have, this program comes with a complete 100% money back guarantee. Now, if you aren't totally, completely excited and delighted with what you have received and what you continue to receive, cancel it any time in the first 30 days and get all of your money back. No questions asked. You simply cannot lose. If you are seriously committed to making a living on the internet, you need this. If you want to change your lifestyle, if you want to help those around you, don't you owe it to yourself to get the help you need to make this happen now? Now, to learn more and to take the next step towards your bright future, fill in the form below. We'll contact you, answer your questions, and get you started on your way. The internet cash flow is there. It's real, and it's just waiting for you to tap into it and start earning your share. Don't let another day pass you by. Fill in the form below, and I'll see you on the other side.